Thank you, Deshank. I've built the car like 3 times. You would think by now... you would think... I'm not even going to respond to that. You'd think by now I'd know how to do it, but apparently I don't. Okay, so, what else needs to go on? We got the radiator. Oh, that hot mess. The brake linings are going to go down. I know, Feared. Well, the other thing, too, about it is that I think that, you know, like I said on the video, like, I really, I want to keep the Sears exciting, and part of that is to, thank you, Donkey Carmen, part of that is to, you know, use new trucks. And so, you know, if I show you an unlocked truck and play around with it, you know, but I'm not using them to play the game. It doesn't matter, whatever. I mean, in the long run, you're right, Feared. It is my channel. I can do it however I want, but... Yeah, got ricked. So anyway, he said, and Moni. Well, that's good, IROC, I guess. It's not the right way to lose weight. I was really ill with a disease that almost killed me, but I lost it. Now, are you feeling any better, IROC, or are you still feeling miserable? There aren't any clamps. That's the weird thing. They don't, the hoses, unless they change that. Did they change that? As far as I know, the hoses do not have clamps on them. There's no screws for the clamps. They never have in the past anyway. If you know differently, I would be glad to close those clamps down because they do come apart all the time. Okay, so we got all these stupid parts, and I didn't bring my toolkit down because I'm a doof. That's hilarious. So you don't own the game? Ha! So I passed right through the gear linkage. Their location right there. Okay. I need to get my screw kit. What? Buy a gun? Why? Oh, that's right. I need to do that paperwork tonight. Shoot, I forgot. It's always something. All right. So we have those 2 linkages, and there's a hidden linkage above that I know about just because I've missed it before. So let's go ahead and get... It's pretty rusty. Yep, that's it. You get a motorcycle, Feared? Be kind of fun to have a motorcycle. Where is that other linkage connector that I always miss and cause the whole thing to pop apart? It goes up there somewhere. Hold on. I don't know. So you can put yourself out of your misery. Out of your Missouri. I don't know if you're going to get a Ducati with a $1,000 check. The Ducatis are fairly expensive, aren't they? Where did that linkage go? Guys, isn't there another linkage on top, or was that part of a different connector? I don't know, Donkey, possibly. There's still a lot to do, and I need to get off stream at about 11, so it's possible. But in the meantime, we need to smoke a cigarette and have a drink. That looks like it's it. What about on this end? No, that's all right as rain there. Thanks, True Snoop. All right, we're gonna get a drink of water and a cigarette. We'll take a 2-minute break here. In game life, not in real life. You think you get a used Ducati for $1,000? Really? That seems like a lot of, like, usually they're pretty expensive. All right, we'll see you, Feared. Feel better, friend. My check's going to go mostly to paying bills and to visiting my wife, hopefully. Depending on what goes on with flights and the coronavirus blockage. So there is one at the top. All right. I thought so. Well, we'll do that next because I don't want to miss that. My wife is probably either on her computer or laying on the couch watching. She acts like she hates this game. In fact, I know she hates this game, but she'll still watch because she loves me. But she does hate this game. Yeah, I found out Tyler's not going to end up buying Mark's car, by the way. So, once again, the Datsun's in the garage. If anybody wants to buy it, he's selling it for $1,200. It is wired now. The engine does run. It still needs a lot of work. It's in pieces. So, if anyone's interested, I see it over there. If anyone's interested in buying a Datsun, or at least most of the pieces for a Datsun, it will need some work. Obviously, it needs to be put back together. The interior needs to be redone. But it's a pretty good solid car and would make a good rat rod. Or if you really want to take the time and fix it up, the cars are going for $50,000-$60,000 if they're in good shape. Like well refinished, they're pretty expensive. So if you have a project car that you want to put some money into, but like I said, it runs. But I think Mark wants to actually keep the motor, but so he probably won't sell it anyway. But I want it out of my garage now. I want it out. I saw the check-a-box. Check-a-box. Oh, like I said, it needs to be. It's in pieces, dude. Like it's like how this car was when it started. It needs doors. The windows are off. I mean, like the car is it's in the middle of being repaired, but it runs. So you can, I think he put the gear, he put all the clutch back together. He got the brakes back together. He got it started and running. But Mark wants $1,200 for it. But I think, like I said, Mark wants to keep it, and he's going to do some stupid project with it. He wants to make like one of those like 1920s racing cars, like a open cab, kind of like what you saw back with very, very early racing. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watched Downton Abbey when Mary ends up marrying that dude that's a race car driver, and that's what Mark wants to build, is a car like that. And I think it's the dumbest thing ever, but he's going to take the motor from the Datsun and do that. So I saw the check mark for this, and now it's gone. Oh, wait, it was right there. There. What the? Really? I know. I'm super sad because I love the 280Z. I think it's one of my favorite cars. Or 240Z, I'm sorry. It's not 280, it's a 240. It's the original, like the one that looks like a Porsche or a Jaguar. It was meant to be a poor man's Jaguar. Right? Well, I know it's going to go on there eventually, so I just keep trying till it does. There's no bolt for that? Bolts for this? Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. There are those, though, so we need to tighten that crap down. The 350Z, that's a fair lady, right? This is a 19. The car that he's selling is a 1970. That doesn't look right. Is a 1972 240Z. Classic. Classic. Kake. Wow. Meow. Yeah, you're right. I can't tighten those without the stolen car wrenches. So let's go ahead and put that away. No, put that away. There you go. And meander on over to the other car. What is my opinion on cheese? I don't like Limburger, but I do like brie. Yeah. So I need to tighten all of those thingies down. I don't know. I know. Oh, you just found that out? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's pretty useless in anything but straight, flat roads. So. Yeah, 2.8K. That must be nice. I have, I think like $300. Nope, that's not it. I'm broketed, but I have more. I deposited more. My mom gave me a little bit of money, and I got some jobs. I got jobs. I had 2 large photo shoots and a small one today. Had a fairly decent sized photo shoot on the weekend. $8mm, but I tried 8. I'll try it again, Fluffy. It's saying X. See? X. I'm not happy right now. There you go, 44. There's one in Cleveland that does really well. There's a tie-dye t-shirt shop that does they just do tie-dyes, and it's cute. They work with local schools to bring in pretty severely handicapped kids, and they let them make tie-dyes, and the kids absolutely love it. Gives them an opportunity to make money, and who needs brakes? Yeah, when you're racing, you just need to go. There's no way that's bigger than that. What on earth is going on here? Oh my gosh, that hurts. $3,000 for... Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Insurance is super expensive. But you have to pay it in a lump like that? That's horrible. No, honey, it's not over. Oh, I must have missed that spanner. Weird. So we're going to tighten all these up. Wow, that took a while. Yeah, apparently there's 6s or 7s. I can't remember what I grabbed. I'll look it back. Who needs brakes? So there's that. Those are all fastened. Those are fastened. Those 2 go to here. Okay. And then that's fastened. I just got to double check. Ah! That's right. The electric cars are okay as long as you don't have to go further than like 100 miles a day. But just keep this in mind when you buy an electric car. That fuel has to come from somewhere. So even if the car's electric, you're still burning something somewhere because someone has to make the electricity to charge those cars. And they require a lot of electricity to charge. Also, keep in mind that electric cars, the batteries, are super bad for the environment. So when the car batteries have to be replaced, you're probably doing just as much damage as you would by just running a regular car. So yeah, the wiring is definitely last. No offense to electric cars. They are cheaper maybe to operate, but your electric bill is going to go through the roof. So I don't know. If you only have to drive short distances, though, for work and life, it is a good idea because it does, reduce pollution and stuff, sort of. But I do, like I said, I do hear that it is actually really bad for the environment. The batteries, anyway. How long would it take for solar panels to power your car, and how much would that cost? And then again, what is your motivation for using an electric car? Because if a windmill costs $10 million, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, windmills are fairly expensive. So I don't know. Once again, is it? Does it help the environment? I'm sure it helps a little bit, but there are definitely some. You look into the caveats because there are definitely some caveats to doing it. So. I will say this though. No. I probably will die in the game if I try to do the electric. I probably will. I will say this: electric cars, if they're sporty electric cars, are some of the fastest accelerators in the world. They out accelerate oftentimes up to 100, 150 miles an hour regular cars, but once you get above 100 miles an hour, it seems like the regular cars catch up and beat them. But the electric cars, like the Ludicrous and stuff like that. What is it? Who makes that? Tesla. They are really fast. Yeah, I mean, we have plugs for electric cars at our Walmart and stuff here, and I don't think there's anybody ever parked there using them because nobody drives electric cars in Ohio. But I'm sure in California, where gas is like $8 a gallon, people are looking for other ways to get around that. Yeah, because right, electric is just, they're fast. But once again, I think probably the hybrid is going to be a better all around type of car, because a hybrid car allows you to pour eels, pour L's. What do I need to do in here? Oh, we do have a hammer, by the way. A hybrid car powers itself. So you don't ever have to worry about plugging it in. You do use a little bit of gas, but it's much less gas than you do for a regular car. And so it's better for the environment, and it's a good balance, I think. Yeah, we do see Teslas in Northern Ohio. Yeah, I don't see them a ton, but I do see them. But I think that the hybrid's kind of more of a practical way to do both electric and What's this? Okay. Where does that fasten in? Oh, we got a loose bolt here. I'm going to guesstimate a 7. You know, it'd be nice if it told us on the bolt, like, what size it was. I know that's probably a big ask, but... Yeah, pretty much Flying Burrito. And it will run out at some point. I don't know when. Some people say it's like almost out already. Some people say there's still like 50 years left. Some people say there's hundreds of years left. The uncle is out. Yes, we saw him in the last on Saturday when he was home. You guys have any idea what kind of trouble we're in when oil runs out? Like, everything that we live on is made of plastic. And plastic's made out of oil. So we're in big trouble when we run out of oil. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like the petrol, like they have the small motor that powers. Well, yeah, but the hybrid is a small motor that powers an electric generator that charges or that runs a battery. So. Too big or too small would be nice. I know. I just wish they would have written the bolt size on it. Interesting. Oh, you see them charging too. Oh, that's cool. We never see them charge. I've never seen one plugged in. I've never seen an electric car. I've seen one Nissan Leaf here in Ohio, and then some Teslas. But I never see them plugged in. They probably just plug them in at home. I don't know. Steering column. That's what we were looking at. It does tighten right there, and I don't have the right size bolt. I'm going to say it's going to be bigger than what I have, but maybe not. We'll try one smaller. I know in Europe, they have, it's weird. In Europe, like, a lot of the cars are diesel. Like something we just don't have in America at all. We do not have diesel cars at all. You might see a Volkswagen here and there. It's diesel, but over in England, it's like half the cars are diesel. What else do we need to do? So we got that on. I suppose we could put the dash on, right? How are we doing life-wise? Fatigue is okay. Stress is a little bit up. Let's burn some coffee. Really? You hate Teslas, huh? Is this empty? Oh, it's empty. Okay. Oh, long hauler. It'll probably be, well, that's why it's my summer car. It takes a summer to get it working. We're getting close. We are getting close. Like I said, we're down to some of the last pieces to get this thing running. The electric is a big one. Oh gosh, Mr. Micah, that's horrible. Then they have to sit there for like hours while it charges. Uh-oh. Is that empty too? No, it's still grilled charcoal. Okay, there we go. You hate Tesla and you like horses. Well, my wife loves horses too, so it might be a simpler way of life, but I think life was a little more complicated. I will say this, you'll spend more time, if we go back to stuff like that, you'll spend more time trying to survive than you will worrying about video games and computers. So, but my car is not set up for drag racing. Oh, I forgot to bring my pot in. Let's get some fresh water. Is that empty? It doesn't look empty, but we'll fill it up like that. Hallelujah. Actually, that sounds good. Maybe I'll do that for dinner. I was trying to decide what I was going to make for dinner. I honestly, I probably should. I have chicken stir fry to make, and I probably should do it because the ingredients are going to go bad. Hey, Fluffy, we'll see ya. What were you working on today, Long Hauler? Well, good, Chubbies. Glad to hear they were of help. That's why I make them. I need to make more. Probably this week I'll work on stuff, but maybe we'll see. What time is it? It is, wow, it's getting late. About 5:30 in the afternoon, right? I'm sorry, 7:30 in the afternoon. Is it getting that late in the evening? Oh my gosh, 44. Yeah, well, the first time you've done any of that stuff, it takes a while, so. You said probably his internet. We're not going to bed yet, folks. Got another half an hour of game time. Ooh, 1991 Freightliner FLD. That's the long nose, right? The FLB is the flat nose, and the bull nose, and the long nose is the FLD. So we got the uncle's key for his car. I don't know what that does for us, but okay. Anyway. Whoa, almost flipped the car over there. Okay, where did that cable go? There was a cable that was attached to that swung out into the engine. I don't... What is that? That goes here. Is that a wiring cable? Goes right to there and disappears. Okay. There are still fishers out fishing. Well, as long as they're by themselves, you know. Oh, the key is for the Gifu. Oh, good. Well, we can start doing missions there, too, because... Though I hate doing the Gifu missions, but if we gotta, we gotta. Fatigue is high, urine is high. Okay, well, we'll survive. Thank God we figured out the coffee thing, because coffee is going to be very important. All right. Give me the right size, please, baby. Waka chicka waka. Uh-oh, was that on the wrong way? Might be for the van, but how do we get the Gifu? That's the question. We've got the van, but how do we get the Gifu? Because I don't know. Should I wire everything first before I... You should feed the car cheese.